Quick, graph y equals 1/2 times the square root of the quantity, 64 minus the quantity of x minus 1 squared, plus 2. By hand, 2 different ways. This is part of the Family of Functions series. You will need graph paper, or you can download this PDF and print it. Press pause as needed anytime during the video. First, we need to decide what the parent function is and its shape. Parent function is y equals the square root of the quantity 64 minus x squared, and it's shaped like this, a semicircle with radius 8. Identify the parameters. These are values in the expression that affect the graph, and there are 4 parameters in this particular expression. Now, how do they affect the graph? We'll start with 64. That's equal to r squared. Taking the square root, the radius is then 8. The minus 1, which is inside the function, shifts all points to the right 1, including the center. The plus 2 outside the function shifts all points up 2, including the center. So instead of the center being at the origin, the center will be at right 1, up 2, or the point 1, comma 2. And we'll plot our points relative to that center. The 1/2, we multiply each y value by 1/2. So we're ready to use the radius to plot points. So the first one, go to the right from the center, 8, and plot that point. Go to the left from the center, 8, and plot that point. But the last point normally goes up in the y direction, but instead of going 8 up, we have to multiply each y value by 1/2 and only go up 4 from that center point and plot that point. These 2 points weren't affected by that. Connect the points into a semicircle looking shape, and then we'll compare it to the parent function. Second way, using a table. Here are 3 values on our semicircle. And we're going to look at the minus 1, which is inside the parentheses, inside the function. It shifts all points to the right 1. And so in order to do that, we have to add 1 to each x value to shift it to the right. So 8 plus 1 is 9. 0 plus 1 is 1. And negative 8 plus 1 is negative 7. The 1/2 multiplies each y value by 1/2. And the plus 2 adds 2 to each y value. And according to the order of operations, we multiply first, then we add. So we're going to multiply by 1/2 and then add 2. So 1/2 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. You can see the calculations here to the right. Go ahead and finish the table here, plot it, and finish graphing this curve. Half of 8 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So we'll go ahead and plot 1, comma 6. And half of 0 plus 2, again, is 2. So negative 7, comma 2. Connect the points with a semicircle looking curve, and we compare it to the parent function. Now you try one. Graph y equals 3/2 times the square root of the quantity, 16 minus the quantity of x plus 2 squared, minus 1. Use either method or both for the practice. Press pause to do this, and resume when you're finished to check your answer. And here's our answer in green, along with a table with some key points.